I'm Stephen Hall, and I'm very excited to present the Hangzhou University Performing Arts Center and Art Museum. I'm here in my New York office, and this project's been developed in concert Beijing office. We work kind of 24/7, back and forth together. And this is a very unique concept, and we see it as a kind of set piece for the center of the university. It consists of two buildings on either side of the canal. On the Performing Arts Center side, we have theaters, an opera house of 1,200 seats, a 750-seat concert hall, 600-seat television studio, 200-seat auditorium. And we have, for this building, we have what we call an additive form concept. So the unique geometry of these halls is positioned in such a way that it actually gives the sense of the whole functioning of the exterior with a very unique expression in the additive form of the building. It's these slightly faceted halls are stacked up, and so they form a great entrance hall from arrival, a very magnificent space which brings you up via escalators through the building, and it gives a very dramatic sense of arrival when one comes into the space. So it's not just a very interesting form from the outside, but after you pass into the main lobby and look up and see the sort of drama of the relationship of all these different halls positioned on this glass sokola or podium. This is a glowing glass element, quite open on all sides, very inviting to all the students in every way. Holding the composition together is a high-tech membrane which is translucent, bringing a soft light down into the interior. The halls are lined with bamboo, which is very efficient for ecological reasons and acoustics. Perforated where need be to give the perfect acoustics in the halls, and in the opera house portion, some of these panels are actually movable for adjustable acoustics for different performances. The seats we're seeing as just green mohair with bamboo back. So there's a very interesting and dynamic spatial energy, but there's a calmness in the way the detailing is done and the way interiors are resolved in the building. On the other side is the University Art Museum, which is a subtractive geometry. Here, the bamboo form concrete bearing walls in a soft charcoal gray. The building is really a rectangular form, but subtracted from it are terraced sections in cast glass planks, which allow for teaching areas and outdoor areas and courtyards, and bring natural light throughout the museum's orthogonal gallery plan. As you move up through the building, the ground level and the first level are more orthogonal. As you move up through the building, it's more dynamic vis-a-vis the subtractive elements. So we see these two as bringing a very special moment to the university campus, balanced as they are, one additive and one subtractive. And a very special concept which I had very early on, and now over these last 5 months we've been able to resolve all the pragmatics and all the function. So it's a very unique heart for the new Hangzhou University campus. Another phase of this important project is the Hangzhou Arts Quadrangle. And we see this as a very special campus space, not unlike the great quadrangles of Princeton University, at Yale University and Columbia University. The idea of a great green field where students can gather and interact is a very important aspect of forming a campus fabric. And we see that as the kind of heart of the new music school, the new art school, and the new School of Animation. They're organized to flank and define this elongated north and south quadrangle with an entrance space which gives the sense of the relationship to the Opera and Performing Arts Center and the new University Art Museum. In a way, they're set pieces that are aligned, they're kind of iconic object pieces that are aligned, and these buildings, as fabric buildings, almost all the same height, give them a certain context. The music school is organized to a kind of sub-concept that we call 5 noises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this gives certain identity in a sort of continuous 300,000 square foot building. This comes from a piece called Musique Concrète in Paris in 1948, which was the beginning of an abstract music concept. But it's just a heuristic device to allow us to organize the program into 5 pieces that form inner courtyards, inner gardens, and natural light to all the rooms. Right at the entrance, there's a cantilevered portion that forms a kind of campus gate. The art school, likewise, forms an inner garden out of 3 curved elements. And here, north light is crucial, and the painting studios, all organized around the top level, all get natural north light. The entrance is a large circular elevator, access from both sides. It's a double-fronted entrance, and that light comes down around that circular elevator, so there's an exhibition space there. So there's a real sense of where the main entrance is and where the organizing moments in the building are. Likewise, in the School of Animation, there's a vertical section, almost like a clock tower, that forms the main entrance to the School of Animation, but also forms the main entrance to the entire campus quadrangle. On the north, there's North Light, a series of studios and offices. But this becomes a single iconic element in an otherwise fabric structure. We see these buildings being made out of either gray brick, traditional Chinese brick, or a charcoal bamboo formed concrete, which is a similar texture to gray brick with a similar fabric nature. So there is a kind of continuity to all of these buildings in the way they define the space, and allowing the set piece of the Performing Arts Center and its additive composition to be more iconic and glowing at night. All of these buildings we see as forming a carbon-neutral section of the new university campus. Our engineer Matthias Schuler has done the initial calculations, and with 300 geothermal wells, which we will place under the campus green, we can provide all the heating and cooling necessary. We're covering the roofs with PV cells, and that will provide 80% of the electricity for the entire section of campus. We've supplemented that with some underwater PVs in the reflecting pond. And that leaves 20% to be provided by biomass in a biomass energy plant located below the tower on the animation building that allows us to put the biomass exhaust at the top of the tower. So this project then becomes exemplary in terms of its energy, being completely efficient, self-sufficient, and carbon neutral. We are very proud to be asked to participate further in the development of the campus section, and we're very excited about the possibility of this extremely interesting new project on such a great scale for the future students of Hangzhou University. Thank you.